The former four-time champions in the Golden State Warriors are currently sitting at a record of 22-22 and sitting at 500 halfway through the season. And I'm here to talk about some of the potential reasons that I believe that this record could be as bad as it is right now, considering that this team did just come off of a championship. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Now, obviously, one of the biggest reasons the Golden State Warriors are currently sitting at a record of 22-22 is that Steph Curry's only played 30 games. But the fact that this team did just come off an NBA championship, you would think without Steph Curry that this team would be able to, stay afloat while Steph Curry was dealing with his shoulder injury, right? But obviously that wasn't the case. Now the Golden State Warriors are currently sitting at 500 at the 7th seed in the Western Conference, and they are currently sitting at 8.5 games back from the 1st seed, which honestly isn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of contending teams in the Western Conference that were projected to go all the way that are currently, underperforming. Just like my LA Clippers. You even have a team like the Minnesota Timberwolves that are sitting at a record of 22-23, and they made a big ass trade this offseason, one of the biggest trades in recent memory, and they're sitting at the 9th seed in the Western Conference. So obviously the Western Conference is a bloodbath right now. So obviously there's a lot of teams that are going to be kind of starting off slow just to start the season. But like I said, this is the former NBA. They just won a championship like 7-8 months ago. You know what I'm saying? So it is a little surprising to see the Golden State Warriors sitting at a record of 22-22 halfway through the season. But it could be, like Steve Kerr said a couple months ago, it could just be that championship hangover, you know what I'm saying? But there is an underlining layer that I feel like people really aren't paying attention to when it comes to the Golden State Warriors and Draymond Green. This past week, Draymond Green sat down with Taylor Rooks, and I'm about to read you guys what he said. So in an interview with Bleacher Report's Taylor Rooks, Green was asked if it was hard for him to imagine possibly no longer being a Golden State Warrior. Green's response was a telling one. He said, "No, it's not hard," he replied. "Quite frankly, the writing is on the wall. I understand the business. We tend to get into mindsets if someone owes us something because of what we accomplished. You'd be an idiot to walk around feeling that way. I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure." Former Defensive Player of the Year added, "You're setting yourself up for heartbreak. You're setting yourself up for disappointment, as opposed to saying, 'No, let me learn the business.' If you don't get to know the business, you will be blindsided." Now, I don't know about you guys, but to me personally, those comments don't really sound too convincing from Draymond Green. Although Draymond Green does have a player option he can opt into at the end of the year. I don't really know how much it is, but he does have the option to come back to the Golden State Warriors. But I feel like the biggest problem with that was he wanted a little bit extra of that bag, of that money, you know what I'm saying, because of what he felt like he's done for the Golden State Warriors. And again, that kind of, to me personally, I feel like his comments here with Taylor Rooks kind of contradict, that, because he says you get in that mindset if someone owes you something, but at the same time, he feels like the Golden State Warriors owe him, more than just a player option. You know what I'm saying? So, it kind of goes hand in hand. It's just something to think about, you know what I'm saying, if you're a Warriors fan. And yeah, man, this could honestly shake up a little bit of the Warriors dynasty, you know what I'm saying? It's been these guys, the main three guys, Klay Thompson, Curry, and Draymond, running the show for a while now, and it would definitely be a sight to see Draymond Green leaving the Golden State Warriors this upcoming offseason, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he does have a player option he can opt into, but from what it sounds like is he wants a little extra love from the Golden State Warriors, you know what I'm saying? But hey, man, we're just going to have to let time tell and see what happens. We do still have halfway through the season to go, so we're just going to have to see how the Golden State Warriors hold up, because like I mentioned, they are sitting at a record of 22-22, and they are currently sitting at the 7th seed in the Western Conference right now. But like I mentioned earlier, the Western Conference is very, very lackluster this season to start off, so the Golden State Warriors definitely have more than enough time to, catch their footing and get back onto the championship path that they wanted to get off to, because they are only 8.5 games back from the number 1 seed. So like I said, man, they still have plenty of time to, kind of turn their season around and get back in that contending echelon of Western Conference teams, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that pretty much wraps up this video. If you guys enjoyed it, found it useful, informational in any type of way, you know what I'm saying, make sure to hit it with the thumbs up. And if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to the Bucket Discussions YouTube channel, because we are always dropping weekly basketball content, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that pretty much wraps up the video. I appreciate you guys tapping in, and until next time, man, keep bucket discussing, and hey, man, we out. In the jungle like I'm Conan, count up with both hands, switch the
like it was broken. I'm on the road, man, making plays just like DeRozan. I shoot my shot, and that shit wetter than the ocean. I brag a lot, but with the wind and come the boasting. I made a lot from them apartments that I sold, and he didn't make it up to college, so them streets when he